It is 8 o'clock on the East Coast. It is 5 o'clock on the West Coast. It is the 24th of July in the year of our Lord 2025, season 16, episode 2. 723 times you have been welcome to the Clubhouse Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things sports, entertainment, pop culture, and pro wrestling. 2 weeks in a row back in the studio, actually 3. Welcome. My name is Rob. I am the executive producer of the Clubhouse Podcast, and bonus points if you understand my t-shirt. That way for me, returning a triumphant return to the show is my co-host and a man who has a lot going on.
Yes. It's been a long, dark journey through in and out of doctor care and refusing to die and using a phrase Richard Pryor once made famous repeatedly. But I will spare the gory details and say I'm really glad to be back.
And I've got 2 words for you in about very soon, which I'll say off air. At the bottom of your screen is the official fact checker of Sooner or Gator Productions and a man who's going to be very busy on Saturday night. You may know him as Ig Bunu, but his mama named him Don Ford. I'm going to call him Don Ford. What's up, man?
I'm wearing this shirt for the first time for this show because I care so much.
Okay.
I'm still mad at Ticketmaster.
So.
I'll just
and
say
neither
this
one of
about
you
the
know the
show.
reference on this shirt.
The Bucks in the Swerve and Ospreay match was the one that had the crowd going nuts.
You know what? I'll say that entire show was amazing. I did not expect it, and there was no down moments for me.
And I'll say this. Yes, it was 6 hours, but WrestleMania over 2 nights is over 6 hours.
Yep.
It's almost 12.
Yeah.
I know it. But Don, you don't know the reference of this shirt either?
What's that? I could see it. Well, you got the mic kind of in front of it.
It looks an awful lot like the World Cup shirt from back in the 90s, but I got nothing.
No. What?
This is the logo from the Federation in Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
Okay. I
Never
haven't watched Buck Rogers, unfortunately. No disrespect. Great show.
No.
I haven't watched it in 30 years.
The entire series on Blu-ray.
So. I'm not knocking it. I just have never seen it.
Hey, I want to tell this. You got to do when, Florida won the championship. Our Chelsea team won the World
Yes, they did.
Cup.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't think, no one thought they'd get past Paris in the finals. Slapped them. 3-0.
Chelsea played an amazing tournament.
Yeah. And we're a part of that. We were there for one of the games. So, congratulations to the Blues. Proud of you. World Team Cup champs.
My buddy Ben will be very ecstatic about that. He actually is a massive Chelsea supporter over in the UK.
Okay.
So I would like to show you gentlemen one of my acquisitions from this past weekend, even though it's the other half of the show.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
No!
I'm starting. I decided I want to start doing a thing where if I've done a Q&A with somebody, I'm going to get the Funko Pop and then I'm going to print the pictures of me with them. And
as the backdrop?
No, just to display it with.
Oh, okay. Well, we've talked before about the Funko Pops where they do like the album covers, like Biggie's. That's so cool. I was thinking you meant like that. And I was like, that would be absolutely awesome.
I don't know if you would see it well enough, though.
By the way,
what if you only used the clear box that Funko sells?
I think it's the size of the figure still may block a bunch of it.
By the way, you got Colbert clutched.
I would put in the Colbert clutch. Yes,
I am jealous.
And and he gave me a challenge coin too.
How long before he tapped out?
Oh, immediately.
Oh, did you?
It was actually kind of snug. Honestly, it wasn't like I was, but I was like, it was a little more snug than I was expecting. But Sarge was great, and we'll talk more about that later.
Okay, real fast. I want to say to the Fantastic Faye Ford yesterday, 8 years. Love you, hon.
You got a shout out.
Yeah, anniversary, 8 years yesterday.
I was there. I remember.
Yes, you were.
I was there.
I had Maggiano's. It was good eating.
Yep. And Chewy's the night before.
But the I was there feels, for those that don't know, feels so undersold.
I was there.
You married us.
That's my point.
No, you married each other. I didn't marry you. I officiated the ceremony.
Yeah.
I learned this many years ago at my buddy Lonnie's.
Weirdest way we find out, you go back and look, and it turns out that Rob and Don are actually married.
I always go back to my buddy Lonnie's wedding that I was in, and it was during the rehearsal when somebody had said, look at each other. You're not marrying him. And somebody out in the congregation, yeah, but he's marrying him. And I was like, you know what? Going forward, I have to remember that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's dive in, boys. Major League Baseball. We're in the second half. And something happened yesterday that hasn't happened in 221 games. But I'm going to put a pin in it.
Oh, boy.
Because it's time to talk about baseball standings.
Mm-hmm.
In the American League East, the Baltimore Orioles. Hey, they're only 12 games below 500, but they're 15 back. They are, 7.5. They're halfway to first place to the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay currently a game and a half back on Boston. Remember that for here in a little while, kids.
Yep.
The Red Sox 2 back on the Yankees. The Yankees now 4 back on Toronto. Did you know today is the anniversary of the Veritek A-Rod confrontation?
I did not know that.
Today is the anniversary of that.
The day the last of my respect for Alex Rodriguez died.
And if you can read lips, that's all I'm saying. In the AL Central, the Chicago White Sox are currently 29 games below 500. But they're 23 back. They're 12 and a half back of the Twins. The Twins are now a half game back on the Royals. Royals now a game and a half back on Cleveland. But Detroit, even though they've lost 3 straight, they're still 8.5 up in the division, and they're at 60 wins right now. But so all 3 leaders in the American League are at 60 wins right now. There's your trivia.
Have y'all touched on what Major League Baseball approved for the Rays, though? Did you touch on that last week?
I think we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, but they will be having, they're talking about having the playoff games at that stadium.
At Steinbrenner, yeah.
And they should.
No. It absolutely is deserved. I just thought it was fascinating because it's the smallest venue that would hold a playoff game in something like 45 years or something.
And in the AL West, Athletics. Please get a city. They are 20 games below 500, and they're 19 back. They are 8 back of...
Oh, I wasn't prepared for that one.
Law is 3.5 back of the Rangers, where I will be tomorrow night. Rangers are a game and a half back of Seattle, and Houston is 6 games up in that particular division. In the NL West, the Colorado Rockies. Put a pin in it. We'll go to the Arizona Diamondbacks. They're 10 games back in the division, and they're 3 games below 500. They are 4 back of San Francisco. The Giants now a game and a half back of San Diego, and the Padres are 4.5 back of the Dodgers. Remember that coming up here in a little while. In the NL Central, Don, your Pirates are still bad. They're 19 games below 500, and they're 19.5 back in the division. They are 10 back of St. Louis.
There's still a chance.
I'm not going to. They're on a 3-game heater.
Yeah.
St. Louis is a game back on the Reds. Cincinnati is now 7.5 back on the Cubs. And the Cubs have closed the gap to Milwaukee to 1 game. And in the only division that matters, the NL East, the Nationals are keeping Atlanta out of the cellar right now. They're 17.5 back, and they're 3.5 back of my Braves. The Braves are now 4 back of the Marlins. Miami now 9.5 back of Philly, and the Mets are holding on after a 4-game heater, are holding on to a 1/2 game lead in the NL East.
I feel like it's going to come down to the wire between Philly and New York, and it may be wild card division, or it may just be division.
So one of the YouTube channels that I follow is a guy by the name of Harrison Neville. He's one of these guys that buys mystery pallets and opens them and then sells them at deeply discounted rates. He spent $3,000 last week on a repoed storage unit. Normally, I don't watch those kinds of videos because it's kind of ooky because it hurts my heart for the people that had their stuff locked in there.
Yeah.
But I saw the cover picture and I know he lives in Atlanta. So I watched it. Alex, I'm going to send you this link later.
Okay.
This individual had to have been a memorabilia dealer.
Mm-hmm.
He found, and I kid you not, think about the size of the bookcase that used to live at Alex's house that's behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Go taller than that to a custom-made tomahawk.
Oh my. That might have been the one from Turner.
It might have been. I don't know. Now,
because that the original home run tomahawk from Turner when they first opened was about 7 to 8 feet, and nobody knows where it went.
it might have been. It might be in Harrison Neville's warehouse.
It might be
some
it.
of the stuff he keeps. Like, so if he wants it, he keeps it. That means his money.
Yeah.
But there was something that I wanted, and when I watched it, because I watched it within a couple of hours of him dropping the video. And he's like, I'm going to be putting these on the website as I go. This item was not on there, but it came back after I could get back, before I could get back to the website. Now, I am not good with looking at something and knowing a size. So if either of you gentlemen would venture to guess what my jacket size would be, what would you say?
8.
I'd probably say about a 56 to 58 long.
Okay, then I feel better. Because the item that I wanted that he sold for $25 was a size 44. Black and gold on black Acuna jersey. I lost my mind.
Why? Why do I lose connection right as he's saying what it is?
Oh, you didn't hear me? It was
Rob, can you repeat what it was?
Yeah.
No, it was cut off right as you spoke.
It was a gold on black 44 size Acuna jersey.
Oh.
Yeah. If you look up on the sold piece of his website, you can see it. This thing is sharp. And he found more bobbleheads than I've ever seen in my life. And one of them was the big three when they won it surrounding the World Series trophy. That alone was worth like $500. I immediately sent it to Rachel. I'm like, you need to watch this. And she there were blooper bobbleheads in there and all kinds of crazy, crazy stuff. No free ads, but go check out Harrison Neville. Watch that video alone. And he does really, like, he's a big sneakerhead, so he'll buy like sneaker pallets and stuff. But he does awesome work. He really does. I'm a big fan of all.
Is he somebody you know, or is
no, I just found it. It was in my algorithm. I found it about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a YouTuber guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Harrison
but before we get off of
but
before we get off of baseball, I have to ask Don a question.
Okay.
The Pirates have a lot of young talent, including what I would consider the best pitcher of this generation already,
Paul Skeens.
But no matter how lights out he is, the Pirates can't support him, and he's winding up at like 2-11 with a sub-2 ERA. Now, as a generational talent and a Pirates fan, do you want to try and hold him in hopes of building around him? Or do you want to sell him for an entire farm that may supply the team for a decade?
That's the thing. They get great stars in, and they have them for 3 years, and they go nowhere after the break. And I mean, they do good until after the break, and they falter, and they always get rid of them, like McClut. The whole
Keep talking. I'm going to turn off my camera for a minute.
Yeah,
okay.
But that's why I always say this: if they would have sold to Mark Cuban, they would have had at least 2 World Series championships after he bought them.
They have a great scouting staff. It's just
I understand.
that
And
something happens in between. It's insane.
They get rid of the people. They turn to stars and they don't go anywhere. So, hey, my contract's up. I'll go to some other team where they'll do something.
Well, they'll pay them. Yeah.
Yeah, the owners don't care.
Yeah.
They're making money. It's just...
I always have a soft spot in my heart for the Pirates, having been at college in Pittsburgh, loving PNC Park, being present for the JD Drew home run that broke the bottle. And one of my, you know how we all have those players who are not Hall of Famers, but to us, they're one of our favorites of all time?
Uh-huh.
Brian Giles is that for me. Brian Giles of the Pirates, always on the list for me.
Mine is Van Slyke. I always like Van Slyke.
Andy Van Slyke, all-time legend.
Yeah. So
I like that.
Did he make the Hall of Fame? I can't remember.
I don't know that he did, but he was definitely. I think he was honored by both the Cardinals and the Pirates.
Paul Konerko like that for me. Guy that I've.
But hold on, Don. Don, hold on a second. Rob, what was that?
Konerko's that for me.
Konerko, yeah, that's a gamer right there. Don, what were you saying?
If we lost him, but we could get a talent that could give us a dynasty of 2 or 3 World Series over the next 10, 12 years, yes, I would do it.
Okay.
I got to think long term. But
I understand that. I'd have a hard time pulling the trigger myself, but I get that idea. I was just more curious if it was only me.
We just need new owners.
Gentlemen, we have people waiting. We have people waiting with bated breath here.
Okay. Let's
for
do it.
America's favorite game show. What is the run differential? You know.
The only team that sells edibles in their stadium.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to say negative 275. I'm going up.
Alex?
They're going to hit the...
I've been gone for God knows how long. I'm not thinking that's daring because I'm going to say 290.
Well, they had the All-Star break.
I understand that. I still think they're terrible.
Okay, yeah.
So I mentioned something earlier.
Oh, yeah, about 200
years. No, games, not years, Don.
Okay.
Yesterday, the Colorado Rockies, for the first time in 221 tries, they got a shutout.
No.
And you know it's significant because when I booted up my laptop this morning, it was a headline on the Yahoo slideshow.
I'll tell you what. Did you? No, finish this. I have something else with the Rockies. Go ahead.
The Colorado Rockies are currently 26-76. That is a 255 win percentage. So they've at least got the 1-4 thing going on. The Arizona Diamondbacks are currently 10 back in the division. They are still 23 and a half games ahead of the Colorado Rockies, which means the Rockies are 33 and a half games out. They are 14-38 at home. They're 12-38 on the road. They're 5-5 in their last 10, but they've won their last 2. The Colorado Rockies are currently at a run differential. You are both too high.
Good for them.
They've gained ground since last week. The run differential still is currently minus 247.
247. Okay.
Now, did you see the cool tribute that Colorado did?
I did not.
Okay. Don, did you see this?
No.
So you know how teams like to put up fun stats on the Tron, things that are noteworthy, that'll make you go, huh? Or sometimes they're just bad. Allow me to read this game note for you. Larry Walker had 2,136 home at-bats for the Rockies from 1995 through 2004. That means that Crazy Train played at least 2,136 times over the Coors Field loudspeakers during that time, making Ozzy Osbourne one of the most played artists in stadium soundtrack history. That was cool to me. That was full Carlito level cool to me.
And we will talk more about that later for sure.
Oh, I know. I figure there's people wanting us to get to it, but we'll get there.
Oh, Ruth Van Slyke, is not in the Hall of Fame, and the only way he can get it now is under the Veterans Committee. He got no votes for the BBWAA. So,
Baseball Writers of America.
Yeah.
I also want to remind everybody to go check out the collab, as the kids like to say, with FC Dallas and Adidas, because this is the 30th anniversary. So you can get the throwback Dallas Burn jersey.
Wow.
That they're selling right now.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So go check that out. Also want to remind you, every Thursday Rough Riders game, there's only about a month left in the regular season. Sunset Lounge DFW will have representation out there. We're going to be out there at the end of August for a very special show we're going to talk about here in a couple of weeks. But remember, Thursday, get in. It's 21 and up only in the Lazy River. There's drink specials. There's a big inflatable chair out there for Twisted Tea. Go check it out. And remember, go to ridersbaseball.com/specials. Use the code Let's Ride 25, LETSRIDE 25 for a very special offer. You'll see us back out there before too much longer. We're making upgrades to the rig to make us look like we know what we're doing.
Nice.
But before we leave sports, boys, we got something to give away.
Well, may I ask a question before we get to that?
Sure.
Are you guys ready for football? Because we are 1 week away from the Hall of Fame game.
And Buffalo Bills on Hard Knocks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go full screen with this because it's time to go to the Wheel of Names.
Let's go.
I'm going to share my screen with you boys because we're about to give away a pair of tickets to Cosm this Sunday for somebody to watch the Los Angeles Dodgers play against the Boston Red Sox in what will be the coolest way you'll ever watch a live baseball game without being there.
Sorry, I had to do it for my own ego.
Hey, you need that every once and again.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be back.
All right. Waiting for the share. All right. I love the Wheel of Names.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
And here we going to the game. Ken Harrison, you have 2 tickets.
Nice.
On Sunday. I will text
Congratulations, Ken.
After the show, we'll get the information for him. So congratulations, Ken. You are going to go to an experience you will never forget. And we got another one coming up.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
But we're going to save it for later.
That's a big one.
As Splendor once said. All right. Let's get into TV talk and stuff we watched this week on television.
Well, I don't know how I talked about the last time I was on, but I have been binge watching a lot of things. I've been catching up on The Challenge, which I still maintain is way better than anybody gives it credit for because of its own insanity. But I have to ask a question.
Okay.
Did I talk about Ironheart the last time I was on the show?
I do not believe so.
Okay, so I really, really want to, better late than never, 2 different shows. Number 1, Ironheart is absolutely wonderful. It is amazing. It hits notes in perfect places. And I honestly believe some of the backlash is people who missed the point. Not maliciously, but just genuinely missing some of the details. But the depth that show had in just a few episodes was absolutely wonderful. Now, the other one I want to bring up on Apple Plus just had its season finale yesterday. And if you have a Ted Lasso style itch to scratch, I need you to go watch Stick with Owen Wilson. It is not another Ted Lasso. I will tell you that up front, but it has the emotion and the feels that gives you some reminiscent of that good feeling you got from Ted Lasso. And Owen Wilson, this might literally be the best work of his entire career. And Mark Maron is perfect, and Timothy Oliphant. I would like to put Timothy Oliphant in the Jack Black category, where if he shows up anywhere, I'm cool with it. Like, I could wind up getting abducted by aliens, and if I saw Jack Black and Timothy Oliphant, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
And it's been renewed for season 2.
It did. Yes. It did one of those things. It ended perfectly if it was a closed loop, but could easily expand, and I cannot wait. I loved Stick. Don, what do you got?
That's on Disney Plus, right?
No, that's Apple Plus, Apple TV Plus.
Okay, because are you talking the Marvel Ironheart?
Oh, that one, yes, that's on Disney Plus. I apologize. Yes,
Okay.
Ironheart is on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Stick is on Apple TV Plus.
All right. First off, me and the Fantastic Fate Forward, one of the shows we love watching is Jimmy Kimmel Live when we kind of go to bed at night on weeknights, right? It's about the time. We'll like lay in bed watching. The series premiere last night of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and Matt Damon was on there. With
Matt Damon.
Because they always have that running feud, and all of a sudden he shows up.
You got to do that now.
Oh, between every question he had, insult Matt Damon, and they got into it. So that was funny. It was a series premiere. And I kind of put this on a text to Rob, but the start of that new Dexter series, Peter Dinklage, that's all I got to say. Dexter with Peter Dinklage.
So you do recommend it?
Peter Dinklage in a serial.
Full disclosure. Wait, but Don, I need to ask a question in this scope because I loved the original Dexter series.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to do, I believe it was New Blood was the one that was the first one when they tried to come back. I got like one episode in and I was like, meh. And I didn't even stick around long enough to even acknowledge that Original Sin came back. But this has my interest. Where would you rank it compared to the other three? Obviously, Original Dexter's got to be
the first Dexter with everybody is the top one. This one I put number 2 over the other 2.
Like by far, or is it just above?
A little bit better. You got to give give it at least 2 episodes because it's kind of built. So give it a couple. I understand, and you kind of like, it is better than a New Blood and stuff like that. Also, we did watch The Institute too, that bit one on MGM Plus off the Stephen King about those kids are institutionalized, who are like these geniuses and stuff like that. Stephen King, but yeah, Dexter, Peter Dinklage in a serial killer thing, Peter Dinklage serial killer series. You don't have to say anything more.
That's true.
Greatness.
That is a very valid point.
Yeah. So
good. Thank you for explaining, Don. Hey, Rob, what have you seen?
I'd recommend it to you, Alex.
We almost had it.
The penultimate of this season of Lego Masters was this week. Interesting challenge. They had to create, basically they took all of the builds and put them end to end and put pipes between them. And they took a ping pong ball, and the ping pong ball had to come out of the pipe through their deal to go to the next one, to go from one end of the studio to the other.
Like they had to create their own Rube Goldberg out of it?
Pretty much.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
It was really kind of, so this coming Monday is the finale, and we talked a couple of weeks ago. They are doing Lego Masters Junior that kicks off August 18th, I believe, hosted by the Kelly Osbourne.
Nice.
So I'll be checking that out as well. We're going to say this a lot tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We want to send our deepest to the family, friends, and fans of Malcolm Jamal Warner, who passed away at the age of 54 on Monday. Many people know him as Theo from the Cosby Show. Another generation would know him as the Malcolm of Malcolm and Eddie. Also found out, I did not know this, he was a very accomplished bass player.
I remember hearing about that years ago.
Did a lot of like jazz fests.
The stand-up bass, yeah. I want to say at one point he actually jammed with Keith David, and I think that's where I learned it.
Well, he played stand-up, but he also played electric.
Right. Oh, no, but I mean, with Keith David was the one I saw with the stand-up bass.
So, and by all accounts, a quality human being. So we want to send our best to his family, friends, and fans.
He got Sons of Anarchy for a period too.
He did have a few episodes in there.
Yeah. All right. Get ready to be inundated with headlines because San Diego Comic-Con kicks off tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I will also venture to say, if you are not someone who likes spoilers, avoid as much San Diego.
Dodge.
Yes.
Oh, for the record, in that same sphere, they set a line in the new Fantastic Four trailer that I am furious was in the trailer. And I will not talk about it on air because I consider it a spoiler, but Rob, I need to talk to you about it.
Okay, fair enough. And we will talk about it a little bit later. Apple TV, other news from them. Season 4 of Ted Lasso is officially in production in Kansas City. Yeah! I am very excited. Let's go. I want to go to there. Season 2 of Shape Island, one of their kids shows, is going to kick off August 29th, where season 3 of Loot with Maya Rudolph will kick off on October 15th. So news from Apple Plus there. Bravo announces that season 23 of Top Chef is going to take place in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm sorry, where was that?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Thank you.
With some episodes will be filmed in Greenville, South Carolina, because there's a Greenville, North Carolina, so you got to be
fair.
In what could be one of the two craziest TV headlines this week, CBS says that then Colbert and the Late Show will end of May of 2026. I think my favorite clip was like, all right, the gloves are off. I'm going to say exactly what I want about Trump from here on out. Change the camera and he goes, I don't care for him. And then just moved on. I was like, and he and Kimmel, holy mackerel.
Oh, I hope you have a different headline that fits into this role too.
Get your popcorn ready, kids.
But the other headline, secure the bag, go scorched earth.
We're gonna get to that for sure.
I got a question on Kimmel. Not Kimmel, but Colbert.
Colbert.
That once that sale is done and basically you have new owners, do you think they may reevaluate? Because this is an iconic thing. It's like taking off the prices, right?
They are saying that it is a financial decision. So
I understand.
Lord only knows, Don.
And I shave my face because I like how it feels.
Let's just say there are theories out there.
Yeah, and I'm just saying with new owners, it can't be.
I don't think we should be digging any further into this. For this show, we ain't. I don't think we should be digging.
Fair question.
It is. It absolutely is. But I know how close that comes to the cliff edge.
I will tell you, Don. I'm going to look into my crystal ball and say no. That is my official stance.
A lot can happen between now and May.
Yeah. I'll allow me to say I'm not saying anything else, but I'm really enjoying this Dead Billionaire by Liquid Death.
Let's talk about Liquid Death for a minute.
Okay.
So Monday on Bob and Tom, they talked about Liquid Death releasing a limited time flavor. And I sent Alex a picture of it.
Oh, God. I did not know how to react. I'm pretty sure my eye started twitching, but I'm going to let it go.
It is a sparkling water flavor that is Fruity Pebbles.
In game.
I have taken it upon myself to buy a 6-pack of these things for you people.
Save one for me.
You can go buy your own.
It's
take Don. I'm gonna give you a suggestion. Whatever money you're gonna spend on whatever horrible DVD or Blu-ray you will buy at the end of the year, and go buy the drink. Here's the funny thing: I won't try it.
Yeah,
but it's not because of the Fruity Pebbles. I hate sparkling water. I cannot explain it.
So
I normally do as well.
It's Liquid Death Fruity Pebbles, or
it same as this, but it'll have its name, but it'll be the Fruity Pebble flavor.
Correct.
Okay, so under the Liquid Death brand.
Yes.
Let me finish.
Okay.
I think there might be a visual coming.
Hold on. Got the wrong picture up. It is called. One moment. It is called the Serial Criminal.
It's a good-looking can. Like the way they picked.
Yeah, this is a 12-pack for $13. I bought this 6-pack for $7, so it's about the same at Kroger.
Yeah.
I will say, it's really good.
Is it?
Is
it really?
So I don't know how they did this. There's 3 grams of sugar per can.
Liquid Death is amazing at doing healthy options. It's
I
incredible.
don't know how they did this, but it doesn't just taste like Fruity Pebbles. But you know how the flavor of Fruity Pebbles changes just a little bit when it soaks into the milk?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it tastes like.
It tastes like the activated pebbles?
Yes.
Oh,
and you can even taste the individual pebble flavors in it. This is witchcraft. This is dragon tears. I don't know how they did this.
This is witchcraft. I'm done.
I can't figure this out.
Candy Bruja.
Now, I also did get the root beer Wrath, which not as good.
Okay, that's what I wanted to try.
It's okay. They have a cola now too called Killer Cola.
I did see that. I'm a fan of their tea version.
The tea's really good. The Rested Peach is my favorite. But this thing, I can't.
This is an Arnold Palmer.
I try this. I'm not kidding you. Now, if you're leery,
Rob has gone full white girl. He can only odd because he can't even.
I can't interpret this. So basically, like, if you can find somewhere that you could get 1 cold can, okay, like, I can roll with you. I made the commitment for $8. I said this to my wife. I have had 1 of these. There are 3 left. So do the math. This, I'm telling you.
Hunter drank one. One went to Hunter, and then the 2 cats.
No. I am telling you. There's no reason, because I went into this like, I'm going to need to drink this outside. So in case there's a spit take, I'm not ruining anything in the house.
That's a smart move.
This is fantastic.
Oh my God.
It has no reason to be this good. And I don't like sparkling water. I prefer, I've gotten Liquid Death sparkling by mistake and gone, gosh, bless it. This is really good.
This has been Beverage Talk.
I'm telling you. All right. Getting back on. CW has picked up the rights to the professional bull rider circuit.
That suits. That fits.
It's like CW is now early ESPN.
It's the Ocho return.
It really is the Ocho now. Disney Plus has said season 2 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians is going to kick off December 10th. And they've now gone into production for season 3.
Nice.
So, if you does the name Kayla Pratt mean anything to you guys?
Well, it sounds familiar, but it may just be because of the Pratt parallel.
She was part of Disney Channel's The Proud Family. She was a one-on-one on UPN. She is joining season 4 of Animal Control on Fox, which I didn't know that we were at season 4.
Honestly, I didn't know the show was still going, but I love Joel McHale, and I just haven't started with it.
So
no, we watched every episode of that. We like
Hulu has said that season 5 of Only Murders in the Building will start September 9th. So that's right around the corner. So big NBC Peacock news. Mishad Brooks is leaving Law and Order ahead of the new season 25. So there's been a lot of talk of his character and how they're going to write him out.
Well, he has something big coming up in October, so.
Yeah. Callum Vinson. Does that name mean anything to you guys?
No.
It does. Why?
He is an actor.
Well,
he's been acting since the age of 5. He was in Long Bright River with the Amanda Seyfried. He will be your young Jason Voorhees in Crystal Lake. To Linda Cardellini's Mama Voorhees. So,
and what was that name again? Callum what?
Callum Vinson. Vinson. So
what did I know him from?
Let's see here. Where am I? They have ordered NBC Peacock, by the way, has renewed Days of Our Lives for 2 more seasons. So that's going to keep going. But they've ordered a series to a pilot to series called Stumble.
Don, if that name sounded familiar, he was the kid in Chucky. in the Chucky series.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Taron Killam and Kristen Chenoweth are in this
Mhm.
thing called Stumble. It's about a cheerleading squad at a junior college.
Interesting.
So this ought to be interesting. Netflix is going to be doing a live action Captain Planet.
Don Cheadle. That's all I got to say.
Trivia question: does anyone remember who the original voice in the pilot of Captain Planet was?
I did know this. Why?
Yeah.
Who was this?
Would you like a hint?
I don't know that I do, but go for it because we're
pilot
stall.
Awesome.
Tom Cruise.
Yep, he was the original voice of Captain Planet.
Okay, that I didn't know. I was thinking of somebody else.
And they have already renewed, to the surprise of absolutely no one, they've renewed Wednesday for season 3. So,
did season 2 already drop?
It's about to.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if it had or was impending.
All right, I'm about to Kevin Bacon this thing. So, Wednesday, starring Jenna Ortega.
Mm-hmm.
She won the Saturn Award, which is for sci-fi horror stuff, for outstanding performance by a young person in 2023. One of the people she beat, I interviewed this past weekend. Anybody want to guess?
The Sarge?
Not Sarge. Young person.
Best young actor, Sergeant Slaughter.
Well, he did G.I. Joe. You never know.
But that was in the 80s
ago.
That was when I was a toddler.
Kaylee Hoddle from Godzilla
That's
Kong.
right.
The deaf girl. And she that was my first time ever moderating a panel with someone who was deaf, and I had all my interpreters with me. It was a great panel. She lives in Austin. Very nice.
Oh,
young lady.
nice.
So let's see here. Paramount has said that Jennifer Tilly is going to join season 3 of School Spirits. So you got that.
You know what? I don't care what anybody has to say. I will defend Jennifer Tilly to the hilt.
Heck of a poker player. We know that.
She's always been nice to me.
But they have canceled Happy Face after 1 season.
Oh,
this was the story.
I know
about
people that like that.
Yeah, the girl whose dad was a serial killer. I'm going to come back to Paramount Plus because we're going to finish this with that story.
Mm-hmm.
Prime Video has renewed the Legend of Vox Machina for a 5th and final season.
Oh, that's going to disappoint. I know a lot of people that enjoyed that.
And Starz has ordered a Power prequel series because that show will go on forever about young Ghost and Tommy.
Well, there's going to be plenty of books they can do.
So are you a fan?
Walking Dead or Power? Which one do you think will die off first in the end?
I thought Walking Dead was already dead.
Oh,
No, they're already
they got like 3 series.
It's been dead to me for years, Don. I don't care.
Okay.
Do you like the South Park?
Yup.
Of course. Love it.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone go to social media earlier this week with this pending merger, worried about the future of South Park. Currently, it was actually streaming on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
It is announced the next day that they have been upped for 5 more seasons, 50 episodes, $1.5 billion.
They got the Seth MacFarlane deal.
Paramount Plus now has all 25 seasons. And they
26.
All of them.
Yeah.
And they came in hot last night.
That's an understatement. They came in scorched earth.
And we're not going to talk about it. Just know it got real last night.
Let's just say that there was more in that than they even pushed in the movie.
Is
it on Max?
It's on Paramount Plus now.
So what?
Paramount Plus.
That's the only place the new
That
one.
is correct.
But because they go to Max, there's like the past seasons, but the new one is only on Paramount Plus.
Allow me to rewind 45 seconds, Don, when I said they've moved all of the episodes from HBO Max to Paramount Plus.
Okay.
They've got them all.
And they got new ones now where they went scorched earth last night on the new ones.
I've seen
new
clips.
one.
What?
There's only been one episode. Last night was the season premiere.
Okay.
I've seen clips. And as I said before, get your popcorn ready.
Let me put it in context for you, Don. I have seen hellscapes in many movies that looked chilly compared to this scorched earth.
Yeah, because I watched every episode, watched the movie. I'm a fan. And I love how
I can't wait new episode, Don.
I can't wait for Don to watch last night's episode.
I want him to live broadcast on Facebook his reaction watching this.
I don't have Paramount Plus though.
But you spend money on dumb movies.
It's okay.
I mean, we have Hulu, we have
giving you my
Amazon, we have Netflix, we have Disney. I just never got to Paramount Plus for it. You know.
TV on DVD and Blu-ray this week. Season 1's limited edition of the anime Chainsaw Man. And if you know anybody that cosplays that, there is definitely a dedication. We had somebody over the weekend that did. Also, Ruby Volume 2. That's the RWBY. I'm having to scroll through this because digital is down for 4 days. Let's see. Highlander, the animated series, complete series, if you're a fan of such things. Let's see. That looks like all of the TV. There's not a whole lot going on that front.
Yeah, we're kind of in a dead zone right now. So
Saturday night, join us, won't you? We will be back at Asian Film Festival Dallas, debuting some new equipment that I have acquired. Very excited about this. Don, will you be with us?
Saturday? Asian?
Yeah.
Of course. That's why I asked.
You never gave me you never told me. You said you might have you had to try to do something that you could arrange for tomorrow, and you never called me back and told me. So that's why I'm asking.
I told you on that call. I said if I can't change it, I'll let you know. But if it's an issue, I'll let you know. And plus, I even asked earlier tonight.
This feels like a meeting that should be happening off air.
In the pre-show, didn't I ask you in the pre-show what time do you want me there? Okay,
right. But I needed to make sure we had it out there. That all three of us
I'll be there.
Be there.
We have some mildly breaking news.
One moment. We have breaking news. We go live to Rockwall, Texas, and Alex.
In the first big move of the baseball trade deadline, the Seattle Mariners are acquiring Josh Naylor, first baseman from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Your first domino has fell.
All right. So we will be there at 5 o'clock. Come hang out at Asian Film Festival Dallas. We love doing that show every year, and we're looking forward to seeing you. So a couple more. We actually have 2 music RIPs this week. As we know, yesterday we lost Ozzy Osbourne at 76, WWE Hall of Famer and Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. I believe he went both solo and with Sabbath, didn't he?
I believe he did, yes.
And
I also think he was one of the original Trailblazer Awards in that.
Yeah. So,
$190 million for charity for Parkinson's research.
Which he did not disclose until 2020.
No, he didn't.
No.
All I gotta say is I have seen him in concert. I was lucky to see him in concert twice solo during Ozfest and twice with Sabbath. And that's more, I could say I saw the original Black Sabbath. A lot of people can't say that, you know. And he always put on a show, Ozfest every year. When he had like stuff like Rob Zombie and Into the Thing with Godsmack and everything in one show. I mean, everybody metal. If there was Ozfest, please, can I be part of it? You know,
unless you're Crazy Town, and then Sharon tells you to off.
Yeah,
he did the same thing to Maiden at one point. My favorite. I have the soundtrack to the television series, and it has my favorite sound clip from that entire series. And she's blowing bubbles, and Ozzy goes, "Bubbles, I'm the Prince of Darkness." Like,
yes, I peed laughing. I'm not even gonna pretend. I got to see Ozzy once, and it was phenomenal. And you could speak for decades about his musical impact, his entertainment impact. But one of the things that always resonated because of the show and them being so open with it, Ozzy had a lot of demons, as every rocker did during that era. But the pure, unadulterated love and care between him and Sharon is the kind of love I hope everybody gets to feel at some point, because it's just, I happened to actually get a response from Sharon Osbourne on something I had said that somebody had posted, and I just said, nobody will ever be more of a ride or die than Queen Sharon. That's just undeniable fact.
Also, we found out today, this might be more me than you guys, but I'm still going to.
Oh no, this one hits me too, sir.
Okay, just look, I'm not making any assumptions here, kids.
Oh no, I'm just clarifying.
No, I'm not clear.
Chuck Mangione
Oh.
passed away at the age of 84. Feel So Good was his big hit.
One of the most iconic songs of all time.
And a staple of yacht rock radio.
Mm-hmm.
Again, by all accounts, people loved him. And apparently
Absolutely.
he carried that flugelhorn wherever he went. And somebody asked him, he'd pull it out and play the song. Didn't matter where he went.
Let me put
Stayed
a
in New York the
perspective
whole time.
about Feel So Good. If you want iconic music like that, Feel So Good, the only song I think that has more of a staple is Baker Street. Baker
Jerry
Street
Rappaport.
and Feel So Good.
Mm-hmm.
In those are probably the top two, with the sax and everything, that rhythm, that just where the music talked.
To be perfectly honest, I feel like they're joined at the hip, and it's really just what your preference is. Now, I also love Baker Street, but
but they're in that same level.
They're 1 and 1A, just depending on your mood.
That's how good it was.
I am personally abstaining from this particular discussion because my list is a lot longer than that. If you're
that I would expect,
but it also is the punchline for what could be my favorite Jimmy Pardo joke of all time, when he said he went to a karaoke contest and they wouldn't let him enter because he wanted to perform Chuck Mangione's "Feel So Good." Jimmy Pardo, master of the air bass. Love Jimmy Pardo. Love him to death. And he is the Podfather. He is the OG. Never not funny. I don't care what anybody tells you. Jimmy Pardo's the OG. All right. Now it's time to get into movies for stuff we watched this week in movie theaters or on a screen somewhere that it was a movie. I will go last.
I cannot think of a movie I actually watched. I've been very TV heavy during my isolation, so I will pass it over to you, Don.
Actually, it's like, I hate to say it, I'm in the same boat in the last week about, you could say, I don't know if you'd call this a movie, but another thing I want to add from like stuff we watched is the Trainwreck series on Netflix, and every week they're adding a new Trainwreck.
That was TV though.
Yeah, the last one was the Colorado with the balloon and the kid in the balloon or whatever, the fiasco on that. But movie wise, beyond that, nothing new.
So no movies.
No. Oh, Rob has that look.
Come on, Rob, hit us. I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it. How happy are you with it?
I enjoyed it. I will say,
love it.
Which one? I didn't hear them.
Do you not get the music, Don?
I didn't hear the whole thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Now I hear it. Batman.
Boot him from the show. Please boot him from the show.
Remove your thorax.
I know.
Reinsert it into your liver.
Okay.
I know how to fix this.
I need to see it again. I did get to watch it in Dolby Cinema, which was a great presentation.
Nice.
You can see it in 3D. And there are certain scenes I'm like, yeah, that's for 3D, you know. It is very enjoyable. A lot of people were using the word silly, and there were silly moments, but it's not a silly film.
Mm-hmm.
There is a liberty taken.
Is this the pivot that has been alluded to? With
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Not on air, at least.
Spoilers. Yes.
Yeah.
The liberty taken made me go, I mean, I can roll with you on this. However, you do find out how this is going to tie to Peacemaker Season 2. And Peacemaker Season 2, I've seen the trailer. You can't know for sure how they're doing it, but if you've seen Superman, you know how they're going to do it.
Now, does it, and I'm going to be intentionally vague because you and I both avoiding spoilers as much as possible. James Gunn has stated that a major catalyst event will occur during Peacemaker Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Does Superman telegraph what that might be?
I don't think he does.
Okay.
Crypto is everything. And there's a really good payoff to the whole crypto thing towards the end. There is
somebody told me one of the lines about crypto and I started bawling, but that's me and animals.
I did not know he was all CGI.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw it and I was like, okay, that's impressive, but I can see it now. There is a mid-credit scene that really means nothing. If you've seen the IMAX poster, that's it.
Okay.
There is a post-credit scene that also means nothing, but it's I giggled.
Okay. It's worth seeing is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't play a bigger role, but it's worth seeing.
I'm excited to see what James Gunn does from here.
I love James Gunn
so
much.
I did enjoy it very much. But I need to see it again because there's certain things, because I've watched Kevin Smith's hour and 40-minute review of it, as well as Babylon, as well as Fat Man. He mentioned some things that I kind of want to go back and look at, but it is enjoyable. This guy gets it, which I
always has.
And I also appreciate that you don't have to sit through the origin story. There's title cards at the very beginning that tell you everything you need to know.
It's your setup, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Warner Brothers logo doesn't show up till after the credits. It's the DC Studios logo.
Mm-hmm.
And it is specific to this movie, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
I recommend it. Right now, it's bronze medal of the year.
Ooh.
But it's early. Got a lot of movies.
That's true.
So, wanted you to mark your calendars for September 12th through the 14th, the third annual It Came From Texas Film Festival at the Plaza Theater in downtown Garland. Our friends from Maki Horror Picture Show will be doing a surprise movie that weekend.
Nice.
The theme this year is True Texas Tales. So of the things they'll be showing, Bonnie and Clyde's on the menu.
Okay.
The Alamo from 1960, John Wayne's last directorial film. Some other stuff as well, which is going to be awesome. So mark it on your calendars now. I'm sure we'll be out there in some way, shape, or form.
September 12th through the 14th.
We were supposed to do it last year, but I had a family thing to take care of that weekend. So
still made it. I still represent the show for Kelly. We love Kelly.
We do it for the kids.
And there will be some, I don't want to say, they are planning to have certain people there with I'd say, connection to one of the movies.
Leave it there.
Leave it there.
MGM is rebooting Basic Instinct.
Okay.
No!
A series or a movie?
Movie.
Yeah.
The actual Alamo, the thing, not the theater, not the movie. They have acquired, because of references, the original bike from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going to have it on permanent display in 2027 when the museum opens. Trivia question. What pop culture icon was an avid collector of of items from the Alamo who gave their entire collection to the Alamo recently as an Alamo aficionado.
I would only be guessing somebody like Billy Bob Thornton, but I don't think that's it.
Would you like your hint?
Don wants to go.
Because of the history, and I know he did historic films. Kevin Costner, maybe?
That's a good guess. That is a good guess, though.
It's a fair. Both of those are fair guesses, but they're both incorrect.
Who is it?
Phil
Collins.
Phil Collins.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known
that. That is a true story.
I
so they're adding on to the Alamo, or are they going to put like historic stuff in there or something?
They're building a basement, Don.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But no, they're building a museum. There is no basement in the Alamo. Don't let that man fool you.
I mean, but are they adding another building there?
Like, yeah, they're building a new museum.
Okay. Because I've been there before, and
that's where the bike's going to be.
That place is scary. I don't care what anybody says. I stayed at the haunted Elizabeth Hotel next to it, and you can see stuff walking around at night. It's insane.
No.
Yeah, I figured.
Adria Arjona from Andor. She has replaced.
Love her.
She has replaced Taylor Russell to be opposite Michael B. Jordan in the new version of the Thomas Crown Affair. Which I loved the remake that they did. I like the original, but I really did enjoy the remake with Pierce Brosnan. Mm-hmm. Would you like
to did a wonderful job with that? I think I know this one.
About the tuxedo?
No, actually, I thought you were going somewhere else. Hit me.
Pierce Brosnan was still James Bond at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you sign your James Bond contract, you cannot wear a tuxedo in another movie.
I did know this, yeah.
So what he did was he still wore the tuxedo, but he opened the collar and left the bow tie untied. That's how he got around it for the character. Billie Eilish is teaming with James Cameron for a 3D concert film.
Interesting.
So I thought that might be kind of interesting. Speaking of that, if you go see Fantastic Four, it's going to have the trailer for Avatar: Fire and Ash. And I will call it that because that's part of the thing. It's still Thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Naomi Aki is in talks to join Clayface. They're starting to beef that up a little bit.
I find it interesting that they're saying that it's going to be a full-blown horror.
Yeah, and it's going to be that old style Hollywood, which is going to be kind of cool.
Which fits the character.
Ben Stiller has directed a documentary called Stiller and Mira, Nothing is Lost, about his parents.
Nice.
That's going to be in theaters October 17th and then to Apple TV a week later. Back to pseudo Superman news. Skylar Gisondo, who plays Jimmy Olsen, who has a really good character arc.
He is amazing in Righteous Gemstones.
And I will tell people his character arc, some people have an issue with it. I think it's hilarious. He's joining Meet the Parents 4. He's going to play the fiance to Ariana Grande's character.
That's a good fit. That is a really good fit. And honestly, if you see it, I already referenced it, but you go back to Righteous Gemstones and how he plays that awkward yet capable guy is really, really well done.
Lee Pace is part of the cast for Practical Magic 2.
Love Lee Pace.
If you've never seen 'Halt and Catch Fire, do yourself a solid. Great series. Ike Barinholtz.
Oh, jeez.
Is going to be in a biopic called Artificial for Amazon MGM, where he will be playing Elon Musk.
No.
Yep.
No. This is going to be a hit piece. This is literally going to be a hit piece. And for the record, he does prefer to be referred to as Celebrity Jeopardy Grand Champion Ike Barinholtz.
If you are a fan of the Prince concert film Sign of the Times, it's getting an IMAX re-release for 1 week starting August 29th.
Yup.
And Air Bud's coming back next summer, kids.
Oh.
Get into it.
Aren't there like 97 of those by now?
I don't know.
This is too on the nose for Let Sleeping Dogs Lie.
Movie new releases and places you get movie new releases this week. We have Oh Hi, which is about a couple that goes on a vacation and things happen and they try to fix things. But your other big release this weekend, and I have stuff to show you guys. course, Fantastic Four First Steps. I am so excited. I don't know when I'm going to go, but I'm going to go. So first of all, I want to send a shout out to a local Austin artist who is a friend of the show. Alex, you remember when I sent you that picture from Giganticon of the Voltron, the Godzilla Kong?
Yes.
Okay, that's a guy by the name, and I don't want to screw this up. Roberto Rivera Pedro.
Okay.
He has a tattoo on his arm that's a guitar fretboard.
Nice.
This is what I bought from him this weekend.
That is gorgeous. That's amazing.
I'm a sucker for the Silver Surfer.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you know that thing when you say to the universe, I'm not buying anything unless I see this one thing. Because you know you're not going to.
And then what does the universe say, Rob?
Because you know you're not going to see it.
What does the universe say, Rob?
Universe says, hold my beer. I purchased something that I have been waiting to purchase for years. And it was at an insanely low price. Half of what Amazon was selling it for at the time. Alex knows what this is. Don does.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Don. Look.
No.
The gigantic Galactus.
That's not the main reason. But yes, I'm going to show you the picture on the back so you can see the other piece of it because you can't really see it real well. What's he holding in his hand?
You got to move to the side.
Which side? This way?
I believe your left. The surfer.
And it's to scale. So you can look and you can see Norin in there. It is to scale. And I was like, somebody's got to have one vendor had it. Yep. And he had a case of them. I'm like, you're going to make a mint this weekend, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very excited. Also want to send a couple of shout outs.
Excellent purchases, Rob.
To a couple of artists. I want to talk to Mickey Clausen. He is the artist behind this called The Chronicles of Panda Khan, which was actually written by his daughter. Got the first 2 issues of that.
I am intrigued.
And a title I bought last year, #1. I've got #2, and I even got a variant of it that it was drawn on because I bought a bunch of them. We have the next chapter of Bigfoot Knows Karate.
Nice.
In issue 1, he fought a Cthulhu. So, so I'm actually going to have, it might have been a Chupacabra. I've talked to the artist. We're going to have him on the show.
Very cool.
And you know that, that belt company that everybody's using right now that, I think is it championship belts that have that kind of an octagonal look to them?
I am unfamiliar with this, but that sounds right.
He got one for Bigfoot Knows Karate and it looks really cool. And it's called Bigfoot Knows Karate. What else do you need in this life?
A soundtrack to go with it, perhaps?
Movies on DVD and Blu-ray this week. We have the 4K Steelbook for To Catch a Thief, the really old school movie. We have Steelbook, which I may have to get for Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh, that's on there.
The Jet Li Collection. You have my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Anything else? A 4K release for the Wesley Snipes opus Drop Zone.
Sir, you will not besmirch that movie. My uncle is in that movie.
I like that movie. I saw it in theater.
Okay. I want to clarify. My Uncle Jim was the double for Swoop in that movie.
Nice. I'm looking to see what else we have this week of note. Not seeing much else. Oh, wow. We're getting a 4K release of Christopher Lee's The Blood of Fu Manchu and The Castle of Fu Manchu.
Oh, my God.
We're digging into the crates, kids.
Oh.
We've got a Blu-ray and 4K of the John Cryer film Hiding Out, which is also parodied in one of my favorite Family Guy moments of all time. Let's see here. I think that's really it. Because the farther you go down the list, the more obscure it gets. All right. We also want to talk about one of our favorites, the official sponsor here at Sunset Lounge, DFW, CBD House of Healing. What happened there? Did we lose Don?
Don dropped off. I re-added him to this.
Oh, okay. If you have pain, anxiety, sleepless nights,
Check.
If you want to be able to fix that naturally, check out
Check
CBD House of Healing. They are a sponsor right here at Sunset Lounge DFW. They are a women-owned CBD boutique. She is also a registered nurse, so you know she knows what she's doing. And they only use their own products that they hold to a very high level of quality standards. They want to emphasize building those trusted relationships through education. So it's not like, just do a thing, bro. Like, no, it's like we want to know what your symptoms are and how we can help you, because self-care really is the goal. If you want that relief, go to cbddallas.com. You can also visit their brick and mortar store at 8550 Plano Road, Suite 100, and that's in North Dallas. So get the healing you need at the CBD House of Healing. And now, this. The Cheap Popcast is the other half of this show, and we are running long tonight, gentlemen, as we talk about the world of professional wrestling. Our last RIP of the evening happened earlier today, and I actually found out at work, which was kind of weird. Terry Bollea, you may know him as Hulk Hogan, passed away at the age of 71. Last week, it was reported that he was having vocal cord problems, which was weird because it was the day after he was announced to be a talking head on a Fox News show. He did pass away today. Like when PTI is mentioning you as one of the 5 most recognizable faces in American pop culture, that tells you what you need to know.
The man basically saved WWF, or at least had a big hand in it, as well as wrestling as we know it today.
I mean, you can't talk about professional wrestling and its history and not talk about Hulk Hogan. Whatever off-camera things, there are off-camera things, but you will seldom find a wrestling fan that doesn't have some form of an impact story about Hogan on screen. Whether it's WrestleMania 3, whether it's Rocky 3, whether it's Suburban Commando, Thunder in Paradise, all of the things. And we want to send our deepest out to his family, friends, and fans as well. He also has he also carried one of my favorite WWF world titles of all time. It was one that had all the flags on it, which was also on the cover of the board game I had when I was a kid. So, on WoW this past week,
if I can,
please.
That man, my mom knows nothing about pro wrestling, and if you ask somebody who doesn't know anything about pro wrestling, like my mother, and say, "Can you name me at least one pro wrestler?" and 90% of those people would say Hulk Hogan.
I'd say 100%. And if I'm not mistaken, he's the first pro wrestler to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
He was.
That is true.
I have it somewhere in this house.
Was he the best wrestler? No, like Kurt Angle? No. But the man carried a business. Mm-hmm. He carried a business, not just he saved pro wrestling.
As Alex mentioned earlier.
There are always going to be those highlight reels of WrestleMania. Every WrestleMania, they're going to have those highlight things of past WrestleMania. And one is always going to be, even though it wasn't the best match, it was the anticipated best match of Hulk and Andre.
The biggest match.
Real saying, that thing. I was able to see him wrestle. I remember the first time was 1984 and in the Igloo. And I saw him wrestle, and man, that man, yes, did things change with creative control and all that? But the thing is, even the biggest heel turn in pro wrestling, the biggest one, argue it.
I'm not going to argue it because it also rejuvenated his career for another decade.
The biggest, best heel turn of all time was Hulk Hogan.
Now, I will say I struggle to say nice things about Hulk Hogan. That's no secret. But I also want to point out something you said, Don, with maybe he wasn't the best wrestler. But I would argue, go watch his New Japan tours and his All Japan tours where he actually had to work. The man did know how to wrestle. It was just the fact that they wanted him to work big. He did know how to wrestle. That's just not what they put on TV.
Alex, would it be safe to say you have nice things to say about Hulk Hogan, but not necessarily about Terry Bollea?
That's a great way to put it. That is an absolutely great way to put it. I
art,
can speak positively about Hulk.
the art over the artist,
Correct.
if you will.
When it went national, he was the face. He's the person that every person.
Your prayers, eat your vitamins. Yeah.
You know,
And
I mean,
I don't know of
to
anybody who doesn't get at
cocktails.
least a somewhat of a jolt from Real America.
Yeah.
And he was probably one of the first pro wrestlers to ever do Saturday Night Live with Mr. T. I can't remember a pro wrestler.
That was
before him.
that was the dawn of rock and wrestling. You
Yeah.
know, that was the connection. And to hear, if you watch the I think it's called Let the Birds Sing, the Sidney Lauper documentary, she talks a lot about that chapter too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
last week on WoW, La Tormenta wins their world championship, but I'm wondering, this is why it's not a good idea to tape 6 months worth of shows at a time, because I don't know how long she's going to hold it, because we just saw her a month ago as Chick Tormenta without the mask as part of Worlds Collide. So I'm not sure how that's all going to work out. Alex, you all right over there?
Oh no, I was just fact checking what Don said.
I just wanted you. It looked like you were frozen. I want to make sure you were okay.
Oh yeah, no. Hogan was the first wrestler with Mr. T in 1985 on Saturday Night Live.
Mike Bennett, we want to recognize him. He is now celebrating 8 years of freedom from painkillers. So shout out to Mike Bennett. And someone that I think we love to hate, but again, the art and the artist, Tom Lawler, he is going to be getting hip replacement surgery. And he's also probably going to need back surgery too. So we want to send our best to him because, man, oof.
That's all.
Slammiversary was a thing. I actually watched it Monday morning.
Okay. And
here's my thing. There has to be balance, NXT. Hear me. Because now you've got both your world title and your knockouts title on people that are not full-time TNA wrestlers. I really thought that Masha Slamovich was going to win that match, so that way there's a balance in the championships. That is not what happened, as now JC Jane has both titles.
There is currently rumors that we're going to have payoffs, and this is building to a larger Survivor Series weekend show of that ilk, the way we get Raw versus SmackDown, that there will likely be a TNA versus NXT inspired by Survivor Series that will then be the returned scratching of the back, but we will see.
That's what I'm hoping. Leon Slater's your new X Division champion.
That kid's fun to watch. With
a bit of a moose face turn afterwards.
Well, it did. It was the return of the song.
Yeah. And Moose now may be injured from that.
Unfortunately.
But then AJ showed up afterwards. Leon Slater said he did not know that's when AJ was going to show up.
Did you see the video of him reacting?
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
And the Hardys now have the tag belts back, but it looks like you're going to get Hardys Dudley's at Bound for Glory, which is now set for October 12th in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Did anybody tell Devon? Because I think he was surprised.
Yeah.
Because last I checked, he can't get cleared.
WWE news, Kiana James returned on Main Event. So she's on her way back. So we're looking forward to seeing her. We want to send our best out to Buff Bagwell. As a result of his car wreck a few years ago, he's now had his right leg amputated. And apparently Goldberg broke his hand at Saturday Night's Main Event. So
I will reserve my point.
But in better news, and Don doesn't know about this. Hey, Don, what you got going on a week from Sunday?
Church.
What about after church?
Still planning.
Maybe you want to come to Cosm because we might have tickets to go watch SummerSlam there.
I'm in.
But that's not all, kids. We've got 2 pair of tickets to give away that Cosm has given us. So if you want to watch SummerSlam in the most amazing way to do it,
the Dome,
we're going to give away 2 pair of tickets. I'm going to have details for you coming up. I'm waiting to hear from Becca on that. But we will be there on Sunday.
Nice.
All 3 of us. I have the tickets. So come hang out with us and watch SummerSlam at Cosm, which is, I'm going to tell you, Don, we've showed you video. We've showed you pictures, bro.
I'm pumped.
You have no idea what you're in for.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
So the three of us are going to be there. We all three of us have tickets. So
and shout out to Cosm.
Yeah.
I'm pumped, guys.
Hoping we can do a little bit more. So we love Cosm. I need to go see The Matrix there.
Same.
I've talked to people that have done this and they're like, dude. And we saw that trailer when we went to Game 6 at the Stanley Cup Finals. And we were like, I want to go to there. So come watch SummerSlam at Cosm. You can get tickets at their website. There's also going to be now people have been saying, but Rob, because that's my name, WWE has announced that you can watch SummerSlam in a movie theater. If you're in the DFW Metroplex, because it's being done through Fandango, I've done the research. The only theater that's in this area that you'll be able to watch SummerSlam is in Fossil Creek. So unless you're on the other side of Fort Worth, you need to get your butt to Cosm. And that's assuming there's tickets left. But yeah, we're going to
is it going to be a little screen or a big screen at Fossil Creek's the question too.
That's a valid point.
Yeah, because even if it goes to the IMAX at Fossil Creek, if they have one, Cosm will put it to shame.
And because Cosm's got their own cameras. I cannot wait for you to see this, Don.
I'm pumped.
I'm more excited, and Alex, back me up here. I think we're more excited to watch Don react to what he's about to go through, almost as much as I am for the plea.
I think it might be the first thing that'll actually get him to shut up, too. It got me to shut up. I'm not going to lie. I just jaw on the floor.
Yeah, they only gave us 3 tickets. So it's just the 3 of us. God bless Alexa Bliss. On SmackDown with Charlotte calling her the cheerleader, and she's like, yeah, kind of am. And then came out with the pom-poms. I was like, you know what? I love Alexa Bliss. God bless her. And is it just me, or is this the most character Charlotte Flair has shown in years?
Well, I want to put it in a context. I feel like we're not seeing entirely Charlotte Flair right now. I think we're getting a little bit of Ashley. And it's really working. It's really letting her be vulnerable where they've always had her as the ice queen, basically. And it's really resonating with people that it's like, oh, this isn't somebody who just got pushed up because of their name. This really is a talented performer who is trying to connect with us. And Alexa makes everybody more likable.
Did you see the Instagram post of the 2 of them the other day that Charlotte posted that just said, they made me take her on the media tour?
No, I didn't.
Do you think this might be a female version of that opposites attract, like RK Bro that they're trying to do?
You know, it's not a bad comparison.
I don't know that it's that necessarily, but I can see the bridge that you're crossing there. I think this is more Charlotte being more open, posting about her grandmother finally getting to see her wrestle, posting about, stuff behind the scenes that isn't just prep or working out or things like that. It's letting people in. But I think part of that is there may have been pushback if she only just straight went into that versus having somebody who is as natural and likable as Alexa that is your person to open the door for Charlotte on that kind of connection with the fans.
And just to go back, as I'm watching ESPN showing the Little League softball tournament, which I think is great. They just showed something that I forgot about earlier. If you go to the Indiana Fever game tonight, they're doing a Stranger Things jersey for the Fever. So, and Jacob Fatu in that Spurs shirt, between his San Antonio shirt and the way they did Cena's gear for San Antonio, I thought was cool with the belt.
Cena's throwback Spurs stuff was awesome.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, seeing my dude getting elevated.
That San Antonio Fatu shirt was dope. I don't even like the Spurs, and I would wear that shirt.
Same.
Nothing really from Raw. Raw was very flat this week for me.
I feel like all of the programming this week felt flat.
But we do have to talk about the opening to NXT. Booker T.
Wait, before we get too far away, speaking of Booker T, did you catch the homage during Slammiversary? Trick
Maybe.
was wearing the black snow robe.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, well, a comparable to that as a tribute to Booker.
Nice. When Alex and I went and saw NWA back in January, and Alex can attest to this because he was there. When they brought out the Money Birds, I was very happy.
You popped harder than everybody else in that room.
I love the Money Birds, and they're still your Raw Women's Tag Team champions.
They were really good. They were phenomenally talented. I understand your excitement.
One half of that team is Monica Monroe. And I almost forgive Booker T. They're in Houston. That's where Roe's headquartered out of. It's his promotion. And I appreciate the Roe recovery with it. I do like that Monica Monroe responded the next day, taking it in stride. But yeah, hashtag Ladybird, how you doing? So, collision, Colton Gunn apparently is now injured. After coming
if it's not one, it's the other.
And they've got to slow down with these $100,000. Just slow down with that.
Yeah, we know better. It's insulting.
Yeah.
I don't get that $100,000 thing.
It's just
it's an old school bit, Don, where they always had like, I got $10,000.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember
for any man that could pay me.
AEW's doing it like every other week. Speaking of AEW, got to spend some time on a stage with Kevin Von Erich this past weekend. What a great interview. We had so much fun. So shout out to Kevin Von Erich. And
was he wearing his toe shoes?
He was in his flip flops.
Yep.
And we talked about it.
Yep.
But we talked about his sons and Dustin and world class. And it was I'm hoping to get the footage so we have the interview. I've got my Starch interview. I have the audio for that, but I'm just waiting on the stuff from Greater Austin. Shout out to the great. Their AV people are on point. I'm a big fan of those guys, and had a really, really good time. Greater Austin went smooth as glass. Couldn't have been happier. And so did Retro Expo. Had Craig in town. He and I got to hang out a little bit. So it's been a good couple of weekends. So Dynamite, let's just be clear on something. The Patriarchy is not a faction, it's a tag team.
It is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a faction until All In. Now it's a tag team.
The only way it becomes a faction is if Mama Wayne gets in the ring. It's the only way.
I don't see that happening.
Right. It's a tag team.
Yeah.
And the MJF may be out of the Hurt Syndicate.
That was an interesting twist.
Yeah, didn't see it, so I was kind of.
Don, you don't have to say anything there.
Yeah. I did watch Ring of Honor. They've moved Death Before Dishonor up a week. It'll be August 29th now. It was originally September 5th.
Oh, I know what they're doing.
So within 6 months, do you
football.
think Edge and Christian will be tag champs within 6 months?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think that reunion happens until probably World's End. And then you have to build up a program. Because you have to do the character development of Christian finding himself.
Yeah.
All of the things. And if two people can tell a story, those two guys can.
Oh, yeah.
In their sleep.
Alex, have you watched any clips from tonight's Ring of Honor?
Not from tonight's, no.
The Outrunners.
Okay, for the record, I'm still mad at their gear from All In.
Wait till you see the gear tonight.
Oh, no.
I have one word.
The gear.
What they're wearing.
Okay.
Did you not catch the reference in their gear, Don?
On which gear?
At All In, the Outrunners were wearing Newport menthol cigarette trunks.
That's what they were wearing.
I didn't see it because we're too far.
And allow me to say, you know how they say parents shouldn't smoke? Some of us wound up allergic to menthol because of this.
That's what they wore tonight. And I was like,
oh.
Well played, gentlemen.
I hate it. I hate it so much. But I love them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I saw that and I was like, this is happening. Right. But yeah, anything else you boys want to talk about?
It's about all in. The day before, I was actually driving by the stadium, and they actually had a merch sign stand out there, which I'm glad I did because unfortunately, they only had two or three merch stands the entire time in that stadium.
Aren't they synonymous for that though?
I don't know.
Every
the line
time
was
we see
crazy.
a Garland,
They've gotten to the point where they pivot everything to online.
Yeah.
If you want to buy it there, you can pay double, but you're going to get it cheaper online. The stands are for idiots who spend money immediately.
And Faith even said that because we got one for like $31 versus $50. You know, but I will say this: that when I went out there that day, they had a tent there, and Thunder Rosa was there, and actually got an autograph, like everybody else if you bought something, and I was able to ask her a question. And they didn't want any recordings or anything. I want to respect all that. And I asked her the same thing I asked you to ask Sarge, who would be your dream opponent? And she told me if she could go back in time and take on somebody in her prime, would be Medusa.
Yeah,
that's a good answer.
That's what she said. She thought about it long and hard, but she said Medusa. Another thing about All In, was it the crazy crowd like Wembley 2 years ago? No. But the crowd was into it. There's a lot of good pops. Like I said, the Offspray match with Swerve and all that stole the show. But the biggest pop, especially because everybody's wondering what's going on, and we still maybe do not know, was Adam Cole.
Baby.
That it's already been reported. He is dealing with concussion syndromes or concussion symptoms again, the same way he did in the past, where it was lingering and held on for a long time. Because it's the same thing returning, there is concern that it is kind of just what it's going to be for him.
And
why does he keep getting? I got you back. I don't know why you keep disappearing, dude.
But the crowd, when he did that, that was one of the biggest
reactions
when he did that. I mean, that, of course we wish him the best and everything. And maybe one day, who knows, but
he has a brilliant mind. He can work in the business as long as he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
It just may not be in the ring.
2 quick notes. Note number 1, remember WWE's reality series debuts next week on Netflix. I have my concerns because the clip they showed on Raw, that's not really behind the scenes. That was it. We all know it. Number 2, watch Last Week Tonight this Sunday because we're going to have a report from the minor league ballpark. I've already seen the pictures.
I've seen video.
Alex.
Could I get a bleep real quick? Ticketmaster.
Okay.
You are the devil. I hate you all. I cannot express any more on that. I know I wouldn't have been able to make it dealing with infirmaries or however you want to call it, but to literally take the money and run on tickets is absolute horse. I'm not going to ask for another bleep.
Horse hockey.
No, horse hockey sounds fun because polo. But thinking on the more positive, are we wrapping up or is this just for the cheap pop?
We're wrapping up. I got everything.
Okay, so mentioned earlier on social media, very happy to have been invited to the largest fantasy football contest in the world as a celebrity player. Man, that bar is low, but thank you so much to the Scott Fishbowl for having me as part of the game. I am currently being bled to death with the slowest draft I have ever been in because it started at 9 a.m. and I've made 3 picks out of 22.
Are you sure this isn't a cricket draft?
You know what? If it is, I got to call Floyd. But at that same time, I love that I'm getting the chance to do this. Thank you to Sunset Lounge DFW for being the power behind this as well. Please go to fantasycares.org, donate where you can. These people do amazing, amazing things. I do know that the Clubhouse Podcast is a noted show of donation within the organization. I got a nice thank you from them, but I did it on behalf of everybody within the media group so that if you want to help us out, You can put in who sent you. You can tell them the Clubhouse Podcast. You can tell them Sunset Lounge DFW. You can tell them anybody you want. Just if you can go donate at fantasycares.org. 58,000 teams. And I got to come out on top.
And I feel bad for all of the rest of them.
Well, it's what is the old phrase? It's everybody versus me. Otherwise, it'd be unfair.
All right, there's a QR code over there. By other way.
Oh, it's not right on mine, so I got to go that way?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Scan it for all of our social media. It'll take you to our link tree. Finding out we're also on at least Spotify at this point, so you can check out all the great shows here at Sunset Lounge DFW. Subscribe to all of them on social media because you never know whether it's YDC, Shippy and Grooves, Beer 30 Sports O'Clock, El Maximo, Angle, Norm Show. We've always got
Just wondering.
That's Norm Show. You never know when we're gonna have stuff to give away, and you don't know which show's gonna do it. You don't want to miss cool stuff. Subscribe to to Sunset Lounge itself. Has its own social media. Ashley's out there killing the game right now, as she does. I've got a couple more of those cartoon pictures I need her to send me.
Can I tell you the silly thing I asked her to do that we couldn't figure out for my return?
Okay.
I asked her to superimpose my face on the montage of Hearts of Fire from Rocky IV.
I would have thrown some at you.
I know you would have, but I loved it.
You can follow me on all your social medias. Everything is Yes That Rob Irvin. That is spelled ERVIN. By the way, got back on track by putting some new trailers up on our website, so go check those out.
Predator Badlands. Yeah.
I gotta watch the animated thing first. I gotta get to that.
You can watch it independently, but you will see how they're connected.
Yeah, but I want to watch it. That's the thing.
Well,
Yes.
Hulu or
that is on Hulu, but because of the deal, it is also available on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it's the same thing.
Yeah, so that is Predator Killer of Killers. You want to know the crazy statement I have for that one? Right now, it is number 2 on my list.
And right. What's the old Western one, Predator, that came out a couple of years ago where they...
Prey.
Prey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prey. That's the guy that directed Prey is the guy that's directing Badlands. Same guy.
Well, they have basically given him a blank canvas to create every Predator going forward because Dan Trachtenberg deserves it.
Mm-hmm. Give your social media, Alex.
Okay. I didn't know if you were done yet, so I wanted to go ahead and say I am Vexploit on all social media. So thank you for coming to the show and my return. If you want to help out, please go to ProWrestlingTees.com and search for the Cheap Popcast. But there may be some other cross-branding coming soon with a certain War Dog Sergeant.
Let's go.
And that URL to get those awesome shirts that even make me look good. ProWrestlingTees.com/Cheap Podcast. At Twitter, I'm Eddie Bunu. IGBNUU. And if you want them Spanish at your place like we're doing in 2 days. 2 days.
Asian Film Festival Pallets. Let's go.
2 days. Email me, Don at clubhousepodcast.com.
We love doing live remote shows and hanging out with the Empire. You can email me questions, comments, concerns. Time to go pound sand. I am Rob at theclubhousepodcast.com. Charla Marshall is on Pinterest because we are morally obligated to say that, and she has a crayon named after her now. Our normal show every Thursday nights, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. I would know this by now. Your one-stop shop for all things sports, entertainment, pop culture, and pro wrestling. So until next time, for Alex, for Don, for the Empire, I'm Rob. Clubhouse is closed. Brittany Palmer has been a little quiet, but she's getting ready for a wedding, so you got to cut her some slack.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.